Metadata has been around for quite some time. It's information that is embedded in your image and even inside of web pages. A good example of metadata is the information that the web designer or programmer puts into the header so that you can find certain things. If you're a fan of comic books, for example, and you enter something like Batman, well, chances are good you'll be taken to DC's website because if they have a page that focuses on Batman, they'll probably have in their metadata Batman, the Dark Knight, Robin, the Joker, those kinds of things. So that if you do a search for any of those terms that in any way relate to Batman, you'll probably be taken to their website. So what's the metadata inside of the bridge and how do you find it? Well, if I go to the workspaces, I can choose the metadata workspace, and then I can see the information that's contained inside of files, such as photographs. So let's take a look at this image here. I'm going to twirl down some of the properties, and we can see things like the camera information, the flash information, the dimensions, the pixels, the camera profile. I can see things that would be good for people in the news or journalism industry. So I can see the creator of a file, if it was like one of those news services that you'd find on the internet with photographs from around the world. If I want to edit any of these things, I click right here and I can enter my information, such as the creator, the job title, the address, the website. And once I'm done, I can click on this little check mark down here to apply, or I can cancel. I'm going to twirl this down. I can also see the file name of this photograph, which matches this, the document type, the creation date, and the modification date. The one thing that I cannot change, which is always good about metadata, is the creation date. This will always change though, the modification date, based on what I do. So if I change it in any fashion, in Photoshop or in the bridge or anything, it'll change and it'll tell me exactly when I modified that file. I can also see the resolution, the bit depth, and the color profile. So there's all kinds of things you can look at, even the camera data itself. So I can see the exposure, the focal length, the aperture. I can see whether or not the flash actually fired or not. So for this particular image, I didn't use the flash. This one, the flash light was detected. I did not fire a flash on that one. And I can see metering modes, white balance, and all kinds of other information. I can have audio information, video, DICOM, and mobile Swift information as well. Once again, when you want to edit the information, click here on this little pencil pen thing, enter your information, and accept. Other examples of metadata, of course, are going to be the kinds of things that you can find, like keywords. And we'll talk more about how to create keywords later on, so that you can search for them. Metadata is also things like ratings. Pretty much anything that's going to help you to find out about the file and also to search through the content can be considered metadata. And once again, to focus on that metadata information, choose it from the workspace. I'm going to go back to Essentials now, and we're going to learn more about how to use the bridge.